The music industry has always been a world of glamour, creativity, and fame. But beneath its shiny surface lies a darker side, filled with mystery and tragedy. Over the years, many iconic musicians have passed away under suspicious or unexplained circumstances, leaving fans and investigators puzzled. These deaths often spark conspiracy theories, legends, and debates that endure long after the artists have gone. In this video, we will explore 10 of the most mysterious deaths in the music industry. Let's begin. One of the most well-known and debated deaths in music history is that of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. On August 16, 1977, Presley was found dead in the bathroom of his Graceland estate. The official cause was a heart attack, but over the years, theories have swirled about drug use, a cover-up, and even the possibility that Presley faked his death to escape the pressures of fame. Despite medical reports pointing to a combination of prescription drugs and health issues, some fans refuse to believe that Presley is truly gone, claiming to have spotted him in various locations long after his death. The death of Kurt Cobain, the lead singer of Nirvana, is another case that has captivated the public's imagination. On April 5, 1994, Cobain's lifeless body was found in his Seattle home, with a shotgun resting on his chest and a suicide note nearby. The official ruling was suicide, and it seemed to align with Cobain's history of depression and substance abuse. However, many questioned the circumstances of his death. Some pointed to inconsistencies in the investigation, while others suggested that Cobain's wife, Courtney Love, had a hand in his demise. Theories range from murder to accidental overdose, but the truth remains elusive, and Cobain's death is still a topic of fervent debate. On September 13, 1996, Tupac Shakur, one of the most influential rappers of all time, was gunned down in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. His death shook the music world, not just because of his immense talent, but also because of the violent nature of the crime. Despite multiple theories, including gang-related retaliation, East Coast versus West Coast rivalries, and even government involvement, no one has ever been arrested for Shakur's murder. There are even claims that Tupac faked his death and is living in hiding, though these claims lack substantial evidence. Just 6 months after Tupac's death, on March 9, 1997, his rival in the infamous East Coast-West Coast rap feud, the notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace, was also murdered in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. Like Tupac's murder, Biggie's death remains unsolved, and the similarities between the two cases have fueled conspiracy theories for decades. Some believe the murders were part of a larger plot involving record labels or law enforcement, while others point to the unresolved tensions between the two rap factions. Despite numerous investigations, the killer has never been identified, leaving the case open to speculation. Brian Jones, one of the founding members of the Rolling Stones, drowned in his swimming pool on July 3, 1969, at the age of 27. The official cause of death was misadventure, a term used to describe an accidental death, but the circumstances have raised suspicions. Jones had been ousted from the band shortly before his death, and some have suggested foul play, particularly given the number of people present at the scene that night. The lack of a thorough investigation at the time only added to the mystery, and many still wonder if there's more to Jones's death than meets the eye. Another 27-year-old musician whose death remains shrouded in mystery is Jimi Hendrix, widely regarded as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Hendrix died in London on September 18, 1970, from what was initially reported as an accidental overdose of sleeping pills and alcohol. However, conflicting accounts of Hendrix's final hours and questions about whether he may have been deliberately given a fatal dose have led to ongoing speculation. Some believe that Hendrix was murdered, possibly for financial reasons, or because of his connections to the Black Power movement. Despite the passage of time, Hendrix's death continues to be a source of intrigue. Jim Morrison, the enigmatic lead singer of The Doors, also died at the age of 27, adding to the eerie 27 club of musicians who passed away at that age. Morrison was found dead in a Paris apartment bathtub on July 3, 1971. And while the official cause of death was listed as heart failure, no autopsy was performed. This lack of a post-mortem examination has only fueled rumors, with some speculating that Morrison died from a heroin overdose. To this day, the details of Morrison's death remain unclear. On March 31, 1995, Selena Quintanilla Perez, known simply as Selena, was shot and killed by Yolanda Saldivar, the president of her fan club. The circumstances leading up to her murder are as puzzling as they are tragic. Selena had confronted Saldivar over financial irregularities in the management of her boutiques. But why Saldivar escalated the situation to murder remains a question. Saldivar claimed that the shooting was accidental, but she was convicted of first-degree murder. The sheer senselessness of Selena's death, combined with her young age and burgeoning career, has left a permanent mark on the music world. Another shocking death was that of Richie Edwards, the guitarist and lyricist for the Manic Street Preachers. Edwards disappeared in 1995, and despite numerous sightings and potential leads, he was never found. In 2008, he was officially declared dead, though his body was never recovered. Edwards had a history of self-harm and struggles with mental health, leading many to assume he may have taken his own life. But his sudden disappearance and the lack of any concrete evidence have kept the door open for speculation. Fans and conspiracy theorists wonder if Edwards is still alive somewhere, having chosen to disappear. Finally, Amy Winehouse, the soulful British singer, died of alcohol poisoning in 2011 at the age of 27, further adding to the myth of the 27 Club. Winehouse's battle with addiction was well documented, and her death was ultimately ruled accidental, though the media circus surrounding her personal life has led some to question whether she could have been saved. In the years since her death, friends and colleagues have suggested that Winehouse was let down by those closest to her, particularly in the way her struggles were exploited for profit. The combination of her tragic story, her immense talent, and the circumstances of her death make Amy Winehouse's passing one of the most heartbreaking mysteries in modern music. These mysterious deaths are a reminder that fame and fortune often come at a great cost. The artists who passed away under mysterious circumstances left behind not only a legacy, but also unanswered questions that continue to haunt their fans. And while their lives may have been cut tragically short, their stories will continue to captivate and inspire for generations to come. That's all for today's video. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching.